All right, hello, welcome everybody, Sourmouse here, and today we are starting up a brand new series on the channel. We're going to be diving into some World of Warcraft, The War Within today. I'm a little late to the party on this series as well. You know, it's been out for, I don't even know how long it's been out, but I bought it several months ago and just now firing it up to give it a shot. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in a moment, but first we need to choose what class and what character we're playing, and obviously if you clicked on the video you already know what we've decided, and that's going to be a Kul Tiran Warrior. And the reason for this pick is because, well, honestly, I haven't really played any of the allied races. In fact, I just recently started unlocking them. I think yesterday I got the Vulpera unlocked, and then today, yesterday I got the Vulpera unlocked. I got the Kul Tiran unlocked pretty recently, and I've been slowly kind of picking away at everything else. But yeah, we're going to be jumping into this. So let's create our character here. I kind of have an idea of how I want him to look already, so I'm just going to kind of design that out real quick. So let's choose the face. Hairstyle, I'm gonna go with bald. Give him a pretty good sized mustache. I like this one. That one looks good. Go with the full beard. Go ahead and change the color on it to, I like brown. I think that looks pretty sick. The face honestly doesn't matter too much, but I think I like the old kind of wrinkled face. I think that looks cool. I think he looks pretty badass. And then, let's see, eye color, we'll give him brown eyes. And I think that looks good. Ears, we want them to be round. We don't want pointy ears. We're not an elf. Cool. I think that looks good to me. I think he looks pretty sick. We'll go ahead and name him. I'm going to call him Sourmouse. And we'll finish up here. And as you can see, I have no other characters. I have deleted them all. I'm starting completely fresh. Aside from everything that's unlocked on our account, like mounts and gear and transmog sets and all that stuff, we're starting completely fresh here. And the goal for this series, I'm going to kind of talk to you guys about in a second. But for now, let's go ahead and enter the world.
Every Kul Tiran shares a bond with the sea. From the tides we draw our strength, our courage. For a time, we let fear and distrust divide us. Lost in a storm of doubt, we forgot what it meant to stand as one people, as one family. Today, Kul Tiran proudly flies the Alliance flag once more. Whatever awaits us on the horizon, we will face it together.
Cool. Awesome. I've never played a Kul Tiran character before. It looks like we're starting in Borealis. Couple disclaimers here, guys. So first and foremost, I am a classic WoW Andy. That's pretty much all I play. So this is going to be really like the first time I'm playing like retail, like consistently. I kind of hop on here every once in a while just to kind of check it out, and I tend to log off relatively quickly. I'll kind of pick at a few things, maybe check the whatever it's called, the trading post, to grab some things, and I'll log off. I don't play this very consistently at all. So with this series, we're going to go over a couple ground rules. Number one, I'm not going to be using any heirloom gear. And that's because I want to feel our character getting stronger with each piece of gear we equip throughout the playthrough. Additionally, I'm going to be using very little add-ons, if any at all. And the add-ons that we do use are going to be for enhancing our immersion with the series. Additionally, we're going to be doing very little dungeons and focusing more on the story and questing. The only exception to that is if we are questing in a zone that has a dungeon attached to it. For example, if we're questing in Westfall, we can do Dead Mines. If we're questing in Ashenvale, we can do Black Fathom Deeps. So that's kind of what I mean by that. So we're only going to be doing dungeons if it's associated with the zone that we're questing in. Additionally, guys, that's pretty much it. The only other thing is that we're going to be trying to make this as slow and immersive as possible to really maximize on the questing experience, the story, and just overall immersion of this series. I'm going to be trying to do everything we possibly can as far as gameplay goes, from questing to some dungeons, to some PvP, to some pet battles, and then once we get to the end game content, we'll be dabbling with that as well. PvP, maybe some potential mythic plus dungeons, just everything the game has to offer. And there's a lot of content in this game, guys. It's a 20 plus year old game, a lot of content in it. So we're gonna do it all here with this character, and I'm excited for that. So with that being said, let's jump into it. There's gonna be some things we're gonna need to do first, though. Actually, what it looks like is, definitely. Our bars are all kind of jacked up. So let's look at this here. So it looks like we have some spells already given to us. We're starting at level 10 because we chose an allied race. So Battle Shout needs to go on our bar. Everything else, it looks like already is. Heroic Throw. Okay. Do we get to choose a special? Yeah, here we go. So we get the choice between Arms, Fury, or Protection. I think for now I'm going to go Fury. I'm not really entirely sure what the best spec is, but Fury sounds kind of fun. A furious dual-wielding berserker unleashing a flurry of attacks to carve their opponents to pieces. Preferred weapons, dual two-handed axes, maces, swords, and their primary stat is strength, which is the same for all specs. We could go into protection just for like survivability, which we still could do, but for now we're going to go Fury. And it looks like we have 1 point available to us, and that point is going to go in, so Berserking Stance we already have, so we can choose between Fast Footwork, which increases our movement speed by 5%. War Machine, your auto attacks generate 20% more rage. Killing an enemy instantly generates 5 rage and increasing your movement speed by 30% for 8 seconds. Or we can go into this other side here, Leeching Strikes, which increases our leech increase by 3%. I would imagine that's probably like life on hit or something. Run at high speed toward an ally, intercepting all melee and ranged attacks against them for 6 seconds while they remain within 10 yards. I think it's either between War Machine or Leeching Strikes. I don't know really which one would be the proper one to take, but I'm going to go with... Like, I don't know how the leech works, but I think I'm going to go with... Yeah, let's go Leeching Strikes. More health isn't going to be a bad thing. Maybe that's the wrong move, but we can always take War Machine later. Can't decide what to choose. Try the starter build presets. Got it. Okay, we don't want to do that. We want to kind of build our own. War mode activates world PvP, increases quest rewards. Okay, so we can opt into war mode, increasing our quest experience by 10%. However, we have the chance of getting into some PvP fights. I think we want that on. We could potentially be ganked, which is a good chance of that, but I'll take the risk. All right, so we have a quest to pick up here, but I don't think we want to do this. We want to get back to Stormwind, yeah. So I think use the dragon scale to return back to your capital city. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go to Stormwind. And we want to choose Chromie Time. The goals for these series, guys, not only this series, but any future The War Within or current retail expansion, is essentially I want to kind of progress and focus on different areas of the world. So I think for this, since we're starting out, I think we'll focus on Azeroth. So we'll focus more on Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor. So we'll probably pick Cataclysm Chromie time. And then maybe for the next series, we can go down the expansion list. We can focus on Wrath of the Lich King, TBC, etc. But for this one, we're going to stay in Azeroth. And since we are level 10, I believe we can mount now. We got a bunch of mounts to choose from. Let's see here. I want to use this one. This one's from Wrath of the Lich King from ICC. I think this will look pretty cool on a warrior. So I'm going to go with that. I got more, but I'm not going to spend time going through all of them right now. Oh, actually, before we go any further, let's rearrange our bars. That's what we were doing. So let's take that off. That's the charger. Haymaker, I guess we can keep on. Warbands, we don't have any other characters, so that can go off. I'm not really sure what our rotation is. So this is kind of the confusing part, as I don't really know. I think this is a defensive. That we don't have a shield, so this also requires a shield, so we don't need those on our bar because we don't have a shield. I guess we'll go with something like that. That should be good. I don't think we're missing anything else, are we? Let's put our Hearthstone on our bar too. And our mount down here. Cool. So I think we're good to go. And there is dragon riding in Azeroth now, which is something that's new. That's pretty cool, honestly. Very satisfying to fly around on with dragon riding. All right, so this is Chromie. Let's talk to her.
Why, hello.
Recommended, select a timeline. All right, so we have a bunch of different options. I think, like I said, for this episode, we're going to focus on Cataclysm.
I would have thought someone named Deathwing would bring about so much destruction.
We don't... Can we get this to go away? The Dragon Isles awaits, or do we have to accept that? What happens if I abandon it? Does it come back? Doesn't look like it. Good. Let's accept this one. Onward to adventure in the Eastern Kingdoms. Not really sure what that is, but let's go check out the Heroes Call board.
Need help?
No, we don't want that. So we can pretty much go anywhere in the world. It's kind of overwhelming. Like, where do we want to start, right? But let's see. I think Duskwood would be kind of cool. We haven't done Duskwood. Wetlands we did in a previous Paladin series, so I don't want to go there. Let's go Duskwood. Let's check out the story. Is Chromie here too?
Haven't we done this before?
That's weird. She's in two places at once. Alright, so it looks like we're going to Duskwood. Should be easy peasy flying over there. Should be pretty quick. But yeah, guys, I'm really excited. I'm excited to be playing The War Within. I've been kind of hyping myself up to play this game for the last few days. And I honestly, I couldn't decide what class to play. I was thinking maybe playing a shaman, but I was like, no, because we're playing a shaman in Cataclysm right now, so I didn't want to do that. But then I remembered that I posted a poll a few months back, and Warrior won that poll. Wow, this place looks crazy from up here. Looks so different. I don't even know where I'm at. But yeah, so we're gonna play warrior, and I think you know, I've never played a Kul Tiran race before, so figured it'd be fun to do. Oh, this is nuts. All right, our first quest. Let's get started. You are the help that we requested. Aldia sighs. I suppose you will have to do. That's the other thing, guys, is I want to try and read the quests because, like I said, I'm gonna be focusing more on the story. I'll try and cut out a lot of the boring pieces, or if there's like long walks or etc. But for the most part, I wanna stay focused on the story. The dire wolves are the most common threat to the townsfolk here. They lurk in the forest on all sides of us, though most are along the north bank of the river. These aren't the runt dogs you see in Elwyn or wherever you come from. They're big as man and twice as vicious. If you wish to assist the people of Darkshire, hunt the dire wolves so our streets can be safer.
Have a good one.
And now that I mentioned it, I thought... Is there add-ons? How do we get to our add-ons? Is it because we don't have any? Huh. Okay. Well, never mind. I was gonna say we can. I thought we downloaded like a quest reader add-on, but apparently not.
Light be with you.
Darkness seems drawn inexorably to Duskwood. Master Caravan's quest is the expulsion of evil and heresy. Through our efforts, are the people of Darkshire kept safe. You believe yourself worthy to join us? I once thought as you, delusioned by the complacency of the Watch. I joined Master Caravan. If you wish to prove yourself, it will not be through words. Test your skills against Nightbane Worgen in Brightwood Grove. We'll see if you have what it takes to hunt these monsters.
Go with honor, friend.
Shows 2 more quests on the map. Let's go into this inn. We might as well set our Hearthstone here because right now it's currently set to Borealis. We don't want that. I don't want to be going back there. Maybe upstairs. No? Where is this quest? Is it downstairs? Oh, it's in the kitchen. Chef Grawl.
Light bless you.
Seasoned wolf kebabs are a house favorite. Sure, I can make you some, but first I'll need the supplies. Bring me 5 wolf skirt steaks. The dire wolves near the river north of town are good to hunt. I wouldn't stray too far into the woods if I were you.
For the Alliance. Light bless you.
I'll let you in on a little secret. Dusky crab cakes are really made from spider meat. I know, it's a bit disgusting, but the cakes have a nice tangy flavor and make great snacks. If you want to try some still, I'm afraid I'm out of meat. I need some lump meat to whip up a few more cakes. Venom web spiders are a good source. They nest to the north between the foothills and the river.
Go with honor, friend.
Alright, that should be... Oh, no, actually, there's one more. I was going to say, that should be all the quests, but it looks like we missed one.
Get gabbing or get going.
I'm here because I've received a letter from my brother Stalvin, who I haven't seen in years. On arriving here, I was told he was dead. The entire town refuses to offer any further explanations. Any mention of his name is met with terror and suspicion, as if I didn't have enough of that myself. I'm afraid of what will happen if my frustration and anger grows any further. I beg you, help me get to the bottom of this. Implore Clerk Daltrey for any information he may have on my brother.
Farewell.
Looks like we're going back down. This is Clerk Daltrey right here.
Away. You need something? Have a good one.
You want to know about Stalvin? You're not the first, you know. We get outsiders coming through asking about him every so often. Always outsiders. Everyone who lives here knows better. You're out of luck, anyway. I'm missing half the archives. Feral Worgen broke into the town hall not a few nights ago and tore the place to shreds. The documents you want are probably strewn all across Brightwood Grove by now, deep in the woods to the west. Not worth it if you ask me. Collect the bundle of shredded letters from Brightwood Grove. Okay, so we got a few quests to work on. Let's go kill some wolves up here. That'll be the first thing we start with. Yeah, the differences in this game, guys, are pretty crazy. Like, this is so much different. It's almost like an entirely different game. So I'm almost having to like relearn the whole game from scratch. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing as far as rotation. Oh, also, let's set up controls. Let's turn on auto loot. Let's make sure that's on. Animations are super cool. So we're killing spiders and we're killing wolves.
Don't have a target.
I think we have all the spells we need. The reason why I was excited to play a warrior is because, well, honestly, I heard they're pretty easy to play. They're very beginner friendly, and I would definitely consider myself a beginner. I don't really know anything about retail WoW at all. The music should be on. I don't have it at max just because the music in retail is a little intense.
I must get closer.
It's not like as like relaxing
I require a target.
as it is in classic. Like most zones have very like intense music. This is something I've noticed. When do we get the... I know there's a spell that like allows us to jump. When's that? I don't know. I don't see it. What's it called? Heroic Leap, I believe? Yeah, it's not even in here. Maybe it's a talent or something? Yeah, I don't see it. It must be like a talent or something. Or they took it out of the game. Who knows? We could probably round these guys up. Oh yeah. We should have no problem taking on multiple mobs at a time. The other thing too is that they have like this AoE loot system, which is amazing. I always forget that they have that in this game. Let's turn off... Oops, not the shop. Let's turn off... Error. Speech. I don't want to annoy you guys. I'm not going to worry about professions, I don't think. Everything that I kind of read says that professions, while you level, is relatively pointless. So I'm not even going to try this time around. I want to choose. Let's pick out a ground mount because I don't want to fly all the time. I just want something basic. Actually, you know what? I think I have the yak that has a transmog and a repair. That's probably the one we should be using for this series. Yeah. It's a little loud and obnoxious, but having the transmog and the traveling trader available to us will help keep our bags clear a lot of the time. And we'll have access to transmogging, which we definitely want to check out. Normally, I don't really use transmog very often. I like kind of looking like the level that we are. So like if we get gear, I usually tend to just wear it. But I think part of the game is being able to like customize your character and collect different transmog sets, and I think we're gonna try and play that way. I'm trying to look at the game differently. You know, I think a lot of the time when I play retail, I try and play it like it's classic or something, and it's not classic. It's not. It's an entirely different game, and I just need to accept that and embrace that fact and enjoy it for what it is. This is a pet. We could try a pet battle right now. Oh, I have pets. My pets are like high level 5. I'm gonna do Blazing Yip. Oh, the skunk's level 5 too. Okay, so maybe they're not as high as I thought they were. Let's do another Blazing Yip. My corgi's getting messed up. Do you get experience for these? We're fighting 2? What does this do? Super Bark. Barks with incredible power, dealing 189 beast damage. Let's do that. Puppies of Flame. Did that even do anything? Alright, this should finish it off. There we go. So, I don't know if it gives us experience, but it definitely gives our pets experience. We'll have to do more of those in the future. Yeah, our Molten Corgi leveled up. Alright, we need, what, 2 more dusky lumps? We also don't have Battle Shout on. Let's make sure that's on. Battle Shout increases the attack power of all raid and party members within 100 yards by 5% for an hour, so that will help us. We're done with the wolves. We just need to focus on the spiders right now. I wonder, can we even transmog right now with 1 gold? We probably can't. We're probably too broke. The other thing too, guys, is we're gonna try and make some money as we level. I don't think it's gonna be too hard to do, considering I feel like gold's pretty easy to come by. Alright, let's go finish off these last two. Getting stuck in trees. Okay, this is where we need to go. Let's grab this. This is the bundle of letters that we need. And we're killing some Worgen. I think we can handle pulling a few of them. Oh, yeah. You can just spam this. It's like a blender. My God. That was crazy. Add it to the blender, guys. Oh, yeah. That's amazing. That's very satisfying. Should be the last one we need. Okay, cool. Let's get out of here. Let's go turn all these in. Maybe we'll get a level. I can't get over how crazy it looks in the sky. Like, did the world change? Did the graphics, are the graphics just that good now? Like, what is this? Just looks so different. It's crazy.
Can I help you?
I don't know why that's stuck there.
What can I do for you?
I've been told there's signs of activity at Beggar's Haunt. People have reported seeing lights in the tower to the east of town. Few would be bold enough to stay that close to the Deadwind Pass. You're the first to report since I've learned about this. Go check it out and make sure whatever's in there is human. Find the denizen of tower at Beggar's Haunt.
See you around.
I'm afraid you're all I've got to help here. Stormwind's forces are so taxed by greater evils that they can't spare a single footman to protect Darkshire. It's up to me and the rest of Night Watch to keep our home safe. There's more threats here than just wolves, unfortunately. Rotting horrors roam near Blind Mary's haunt on the southeast outskirts. If they're not kept in check, they'll be visiting our homes in the night. Deal with the undead and report back to me for your bounty.
Be careful.
Hello. See you around. Safe travels.
If you're that serious about this, I'll help you. I know that there are other I know where the other documents must be. I'm just too terrified to do anything about it. There's only a few places that those horrible Nightbane beasts gather when they're not prowling the forest. One of them's the Rotting Orchard to the south. They use the buildings there as their dens, so if they haven't just eaten the other documents, you might find one there. But you'll have to search their layers thoroughly, I wager.
See you around.
Let's see. We got some potential gear upgrades. There's a new cloak we can equip. Doesn't look like these boots are actually better for us, so we won't grab those.
Well met. Be careful.
There we go, that's level 11. The Worgen infestation stretches further than Brightwood Grove to the south. On the very edges of Darkshire itself, the Rotting Orchard is host to even more of the savage beast. The Worgen there are more cunning, but just as savage and evil. They conjure foul shadows to tear their enemies apart from a distance. Go to the Rotting Orchard and slay the Shadow Weavers to keep the town safe.
For the Alliance.
Alright, so I got a few more quests that we just picked up, but we still have a couple to turn in.
What can I do for you? Be careful. For the Alliance. Light bless you.
So we're going to get a couple recipes from this. And what I learned in the last LP we did is that the recipes kind of sell for a lot. So we could potentially be looking at some gold from those. Let's see. How are we doing on time? We're 35 minutes in already. That's crazy. Time's flying by. must be having a good time. Let's head up here. Let's turn this in and see if there's any other follow-ups.
How are you?
Ah, welcome, stranger. I'd offer you something, but there's not much here. Could I beg you to run some errands for a poor old hermit?
Have a good one. What can I do for you?
Oh, what is a poor old man to do? I need some supplies from Darkshire, but the village is so far away and I am so old and feeble. I would never make the trip. Can you go to Darkshire and bring me back some ghost hair thread? You can get it from Madame Eva at her home on Darkshire Square.
Safe travel.
That's it? Madam Eva is down here, looks like.
Greetings. Farewell.
There is a poor, sad spirit, Blind Mary, who haunts an old farmhouse in the hills south of Darkshire. Here, take this spectral comb and ask Blind Mary to comb her hair. Then bring back the comb, and I will glean from it the ghost hair I'll need for the thread. And take care, for dark things now lurk near that house.
Careful.
Okay. Well, it looks like we have a talent to choose. It looks like it's a fury talent. The only option is Bloodthirst. Assault the target in a bloodthirsty craze, dealing 207 physical damage and restoring 3% of your health. That's pretty solid. That's it's a 4.4 second cooldown. So it looks like that's going to be kind of our filler. Well, Slam's actually the filler. It looks like Bloodthirst is like our main guy. All right, let's head south. Let's go do this ghost hair. And we need to kill these rotting horrors too. So let's do one of these numbers. Let's round them up. Throw them in the blender real quick. This is all I need. I just need Whirlwind. That's it. That's literally it. That attack owns. Blind Mary. Oh, please don't look at me. I tore out these eyes with my own hands, but I can still feel your gaze. I'm hideous. Hideous. Please look away.
Beware.
What is this? A comb? It's lovely, and it glides through my hair as if it weren't the stiff, stringy horror that it is. Oh, if only I had a mirror.
Dark Lady watching.
No! Take it. Take this comb away from me. I'm a monster, and no one will ever think me lovely again. Return the ghost hair comb to Madame Eva in Darkshire. That's easy. Easy stuff. Let's grab this guy. And let's grab these two. This can't be like the most optimal, but like feels like it's the most, I don't know. Like it can't be the best DPS, I guess is what I'm trying to say, but it feels like it's the most optimal. Just spamming Whirlwind. Like how could we not? That's it. We're done. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go further. Let's go further this direction. We can finish these two quests up as well before we head back and turn in. I will say flying through the trees like this is kind of annoying. We're getting stuck on them and stuff. All right, now we're killing Worgen. Oh, I did. Ah. We're clearly not used to dragon riding. This is rough. These guys are hitting us a little bit harder. Okay. Yeah, we damn near one-shot that guy. What is this? This is an axe one hand? No, we don't need a one-hander. It is cool that we can charge in combat. I will say that. I feel like a barbarian from like Diablo or something. It's very hack and slashy, which I like. I actually enjoy that. Getting quite a bit of wool cloth. Is first aid still something that we could potentially do? You guys will have to let me know if first aid is something that's worth going for. What do we have to do in here? A torn journal. Oh, this thing. Okay. Back to Darkshire. Dang, it's so quick. Getting back here with this writing. That's insane.
King's honor, friend. Light bless you.
Your previous accomplishments have convinced me that you are ready to take on the toughest worgen infesting the woods. Of the worgen that have made their new home here, the Filed Fangs and the Tainted ones have proven the most dangerous. They've settled down near some of the caves and in the mine to the south. From far away, you can even see the light from their bonfires.
For the Alliance.
Another talent to take here. Here's Heroic Leap. So we actually can take that now. Leap through the air towards a target location, slamming down with a destructive force, dealing 16 physical damage to all enemies within 8 yards. I feel like it's not that good. I think I'm going to go with War Machine. And we forgot to turn on War Mode.
Need help?
Let's... It shouldn't take us very long to blast over there to Stormwind. Let's just go turn that on real quick. Plus, flying through the air like this is a lot of fun. I like looking around at the world. Like, that's pretty cool. This looks like the movie. Like the Warcraft movie. Like, this is actually legit kind of what, like, the world looked like in that movie. That is so cool. Wow, guys. The graphics are just insane. Okay. Let's turn War Mode on. Alright, cool. Oh, man. It unlocks at level 20. How did I not see that? That's crazy. Alright. False alarm. We'll have to come back at level 20. Let's hearth back. Oh well. At least we got to see the world a little bit. It's in a total waste. Oh man. That's alright. Alright, let's turn these in.
Be careful.
There's even fouler undead left to deal with, Sourmouse. Tranquil Gardens Cemetery, further south of town, is a place you don't want to be caught in at night. The bones that rise from the ground there are cunning enough to remember how to swing an axe or cast a spell. I shouldn't need to explain how dangerous that makes them. Proceed with caution, but remember the people of Darkshire that will suffer if you falter.
Safe travels.
Good day to you. See you later.
This was all you found? That's bad news, I'm afraid.
See you around.
This isn't all of it. You should let it go, Sourmouse. The only place left to look is Roland's Doom. That's the mine south of town, and the largest layer of Worgen and Duskwood. Nobody in Darkshire has ever made it back from that place alive. In fact, some of the records I have here imply that that's where the monsters first came from. Who knows what evil's lurking in there. Please, Sourmouse, just give it up. Let's just forget about this whole thing and never speak of it again.
Have a good one.
No, we will not. Because we're not a coward. We're gonna go check it out. We're gonna uncover what's going on here.
Well met. Go with honor.
I can make the spool of ghost hair thread with this and have a few strands to spare. Here are some coins for those extra strands.
Safe travels.
Here's your thread. It has 1,000 uses, from binding evil spirits to sewing life into inanimate objects. Bring the ghost hair thread to Abercrombie in his tower at Beggar's Haunts. I think that was it, aside from the one up the road, so let's go ahead and go back to Abercrombie. Get the old man his thread. I don't remember what he said he needs it for. Maybe we'll find out.
Hey there.
I need to string the ghost hair thread along my door and my windows to keep out unwanted spirits. Did you get it for me? Well, there's our answer right there.
See you later.
Delightful. This will do splendidly. Here, good Sourmouse. Take this as a payment for your honorable deed. Get some new gloves. Those are a little bit of an upgrade for us, so take them. I need a bottle of certain liquor, zombie juice. Tavern keep Smits at the Scarlet Raven Tavern in Darkshire should have some. And please hurry, Sourmouse. These nights get cold, and I need that drink to put fire in my veins again.
See you later.
Okay. So let's fly down the hill again. If we can manage. Jeez, here's another quest, actually.
What can I do for you?
My gnomish friend Cog has promised to help me build a device which will let me peer towards the stars. According to Cog's blueprint, what I need first is a way to reflect light. I remember a woman by the name of Mary, who became well known around these parts for always carrying a looking glass. Perhaps you can track Mary down and see if she might lend us a reflective surface for this project. I believe she once resided in southern
Go
Duskwood.
with honor, friend.
I'm just gonna walk. I feel like if we were gonna jump up in the air on our flying mount, it would just be a pain. All right. Tavern keep Smits. Here we go. You need some zombie juice, do you? That's some strong stuff. I don't usually get requests for it.
Be careful.
If you bring me some rot blossoms, then I can brew you up a batch of zombie juice. Rot blossoms grow in strange places. They tend to flourish on dead things, and Duskwood has its fair share of those. I've seen a few of them growing at Tranquil Garden Cemetery lately. Check near the graves, but mind the dead that are walking about near there.
See you around.
Real quick, let's just sell.
Open for business.
Kind of just sell all this stuff. There are like crafting regions and stuff. I don't know if it's worth putting those up on the auction house.
Go
Okay,
with
let's equip
honor,
these
friend.
gloves as well.
Need help? Be careful.
I love that they have the clean up bags button in retail. That's pretty cool. All right. Let's see here. We're going back to Blind Mary, it looks like.
I'm listening.
Why, yes, I used to own a looking glass.
Remember.
The looking glass was one of my finest treasures until the incident. After that happened, I discarded it behind the barn. There was an insane ghoul who used to roam back there. Perhaps he picked it up. Rumor has it the devilish beast resides in the Tranquil Garden Cemetery.
Our enemies.
Let's go check it out. Actually, you know what, guys? We're about at time for this episode, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get us back to town here. I'm getting stuck on a twig. Did you guys see that? That's crazy. Crazy work. I'm going to go ahead and go in this inn, and we'll log out for the time being. Get a little bit of rested XP, if that's still a thing. And yeah, we'll go from there. I think that's a solid start. You know, we've done a few quests. We've got a couple levels. We got our character kind of set up and ready to go. In the next episode, we'll continue questing in Darkshire and then or Duskwood or whatever this place is called, and hopefully finish it up. I don't know how long it is or how long that process takes, but we'll go from there. I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.